Which part we were doing? That we have to start.
Yes.
So you have gone through, no? That is, doubts are not there, no? You told that is. Second chapter already over, no? See. But this lesson is also there, no?
Yes.
So that I have to. It is a big lesson and important lesson, no? So that is what we have to try. Where is he? He didn't. Oh. ये नहीं है वो जो पॉलिटिकल साइंस देना डेमोक्रेटिक पॉलिटिक्स देना मेरे को वो दूसरा बुक देना हिस्ट्री नहीं आज Okay. Listen. Now. Nakshatra.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. He is coming, no? थोड़ा देर रुको ना वो जो आ रहे okay yes sir listen this is constitutional desire. How the constitution, see we have learned about one textbook I want. So we have learned about democracy or democratic country. So democratic country needs rules and regulations written down. So how our constitution is designed, this is what we are going to study. But before starting, the beginning part is mentioned about South Africa. You are knowing, no, apartheid type. So apartheid, have you heard about apartheid? See, it is a policy of racial segregation.
Yes,
Ma'am, didn't we do this before?
Yes.
We did this before.
You say the constitutional design lesson we are doing, that is some parts we have learned. Now I thought that I did not teach. Am I audible? What's your doubt? I couldn't hear you.
Ma'am, I'm saying that we already did this part.
Yes. Okay. So I started because she told that this is not heard. So then she told it so. This all things over. So how much we have learned? Do you remember? Then that lesson completed. Guide. You remember this one, all the principles that is in that preamble, all those principles I have told you to learn also. Okay. Okay, these all things I am not going. Apart is a policy of racial segregation, 3 colored people. Okay, that the struggle against that was started under the leadership of Nelson Mandela. So he was put in prison. So after 64 years or like that, 64 only he was put. 28 years he was released from. So then the interesting part of that is after getting independence, these people who suffered all the ill treatments did not show any type of enmity with those who did. The oppressors were not treated badly. They were also included in the making of that. Then afterwards, a beautiful constitution was prepared. Then we have seen why we need a constitution. So we need a constitution. Why we need a constitution? All those things we have studied. Oh, yes, little bit is left out. Okay. So we need a constitution to make order. Then how Indian constitution was prepared, we have studied. The beginning was taken in 1928 by Motilal Nehru when he prepared that one format of that constitution. Then afterwards, different stages were there. Then 1946, Constituent Assembly was formed and the Constituent Assembly made that constitution after several rounds of discussions and debates. And what all are the different features of the constitution we have studied. It contains preamble. Then we have seen, yes, it can be also called an introduction of the constitution. Then we have also seen the guiding values of the Indian constitution, the dreams and promises. Then when we talk about the dreams, see what we want to achieve, what we want to fulfill, that is what the dream. See, when we are having certain dream to become, that means as children you wanted to become something, so your all the walks of life you will try to fulfill that. Means your full aim is to achieve it. So that is why in between you will not come out or draw back from that. So that is the important feature. So constitution is also like that. The dreams and promises. At the same time, they promise the people that we will try to eradicate poverty. We will try to remove inequality. We will try to make our economy a prospered one. So all these promises are also included in that constitution. Another thing is that the day in which we got independence, that night, 14th August, that is midnight, Pandit Nehru gave a very world famous speech, Tryst with Destiny. So that is very famous. So we have gone through all these things, but our aim is to make the mansion Mansion means a big palace, that is which is in our imagination only. So we are going to achieve that one. That is what given in that speech. Then another part of it is the philosophy of the constitution. What is the philosophy? The philosophy is given in the preamble. All that words and terms. So here you can see American Constitution is also having the preamble. We the people of United States. Then South African Constitution also we have seen that we the people of South Africa. Then right hand side, if you go through, you can find we the people of India have. So like that, it is not that you are going to do or they are going to do. No, we all are working together to achieve it. That is what given in the preamble. And all the terms you have to learn and its definitions also. Okay. Then last part is institutional design. It is what happened. These all things are made in arrangements. It is see, when the constitution is made, it is not made as a rigid one. Rigid means changes are not possible, but it is made rigid plus flexible. Yes. So rigid means not at all possible, but rigid is also there. That means it is not very easy to make changes, but we can make amendments. Yes, that is why the feature is rigid and flexible. The amendments also can be made. It is what you have to do is that one. You have gone through, but what is that? Based on that text, see, you can come on page number 30, 31. 31 page. What is a constitution? Why do we need a constitution? Okay. What is the importance of preamble? Are you able to hear, Nakshatra? Nakshatra, are you able to hear?
Yes.
So they are asking for some important questions. So I was telling.
Okay.
So you just mark it also.
Yes.
So next, what is the importance of the preamble of the Constitution? Then the Constituent Assembly was not democratic. Explain. Then that page top, rights of citizen and limits on the power of the government are laid down in the Constitution. Okay. State any 5 ways by which blacks were discriminated in South Africa.
And they were banned.
Then third question, with reference to the preamble of the Constitution of India, explain the following terms. What do you mean by basic structure of the Indian Constitution? Then explain major factors contributed in making. This describe features of federalism because that is coming in 10th standard also. So you have to go through. Then this thing, multiple choice also you have to go through. Clear? If you are read MCQ should be there. That is 80 mark paper. That is after.
Last year.
See, what are the characteristics of a democratic government? All the characteristics you have to write. Election, one person.
Ma'am, do you know the answer of this question? Yes, ma'am. The sun rises 2 hours earlier than Arunachal Pradesh.
Geography ka that first lesson. Geography, see. Indian Standard Time, why it is written, same sentence is there. Because
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, ये दोनों चैप्टर से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस नहीं आएगा, ज्यादा तो मैथ वर्क ही आएगा.
told, madam told. No question can come. So many questions can come.
Ma'am, did we do physical?
Sir is only taking, no?
Okay, sir, I asked.
That lesson sir did not take. Economics.
Yes, we have. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Okay, now 2 lessons of history.
Yes.
That is going to come.
Yes.
Then 2 lessons of political science.
Yes.
That also we have completed. Then geography 2 lessons.
Yeah.
That and economics. How many lessons? 1. That is also completed, no?
Yes. Ma'am, can we do physical history? If possible. We can give a quick summary.
No, you just go through fast and that one you just ask. Because when I start means I feel everything is important. Summary is not possible. See, what was the background? Russian Revolution also, 1905 revolution, Bloody Sunday incident is there. Okay, so then we have to remember February Revolution and October Revolution. February Revolution is to overthrow the king. And October Revolution is to remove the provincial government. So that you have to. October is to remove the provincial government. So then another, I think let's move to that Nazism. Introduction, Nazism lesson. Okay.
This is the
first chapter. Okay. No, actually, it is. No, it will come next exam. No. Yes. Nakshatra, any doubt is there or not?
No.
Then socialism and Russian Revolution also no doubt, no?
No.
So we are moving to the third lesson in the history.
Okay.
Clear? Because the exams are coming and we have to complete. That is
Yes.
why. So their doubts were cleared. Now we are moving to next lesson. Okay. Okay.
And this one is
Say, you listen here. Say, have you heard about Nazism? So stick symbol. Okay, so stick symbol you heard. Then what else you have heard? Let her answer. Everyone have to tell. That is what you heard. So you say he told about a swastik symbol. Okay. Then.
Related to Hitler?
Yes.
It's related to Hitler.
Hitler. Okay. Who was Hitler? Okay, he was a dictator. Okay. Yes, you tell dictator. Then okay, let's see that what was the background. What was the background of him? Say, listen with. Say, after this laughing, when last moment coming, you are very much tensed. No. So, listen each and everything. So, this is begin with a story. Okay. The story is like that. One boy, 11-year-old boy. Okay. His name was Helmut. Okay. 11-year-old boy, Helmut. See what happened. He was lying on his bed for sleep. That time, he overheard his parents' talks. Parents were talking some serious things. So when the parents were talking, he listened to that. So the talks were like that. Either that father commits suicide or this family will be killed and then he will commit suicide. This is what the topic he heard. You just imagine an 11-year-old boy, when he heard that anytime this thing, either that a family will be killed or the father. So this was a feeling of fear in his mind. So it was a time that is 1945 May, that is Second World War was ending. So his parents were talking very seriously about that something would happen if they were alive. This boy was not clear about why these parents were talking like that. Because of that, he stopped eating food from that home. So he thought that parents may poison him, because if anyhow they wanted to commit suicide. That is what. So that was the background. And now we have to understand why. Then after that, next day, father called him, took him to that forest. Forest means that place. And they had a very good time. But what happened? The father committed suicide. He did not kill that family. But a few that moments to remember. Then only that why these all things were there. So why his father had to do? What was the background? So this condition of Germany at that time, condition of the world at that time, why his father had to commit suicide, or otherwise what would have happened? So these all things are the background story. Now let us have a discussion on that during that Second World War. Second World War, when it happened? (1939 to 1945). This was the period of Second World War. Okay. Second World War, why it happened is not our question. There were so many reasons for it. But one of the reasons for the Second World War was the type of rule introduced by Hitler, or Hitler and his policies were one of the reasons. Why he introduced this person? See, we know that when he was the dictator of Germany, he introduced various methods of killing the people. He introduced various methods to kill. That there are many methods of killing. He wanted to eliminate certain sections of people. That is, Jews, he want to eliminate. Gypsies, he want to eliminate. The people other than Germans, pure Germans, he wanted to eliminate. Like that, the humanity he wanted to. So this many people were eliminated. So naturally, to him and his associates, action will come. Once the war end, action would come. That is what the fear in the minds of that Helmut's father. Understood? All that Nazi cruelties, these people had to be punished. Because his father was working under, he was an officer under Hitler. So he was part of that crime. So crimes against humanity, like that one clause was made, and all those who were part of that crime would be punished. So that was the reason why Helmut's father was worried about. So even Hitler committed suicide. Hitler also committed suicide, because they know that if they survive, somebody else would kill, not only killing, that the whole humanity will turn against. So he don't want that to happen. So these all things we don't, that is standing in front of that court and all the so So because of that, he committed, he and whoever become the part of that crime, that means his Nazi, committed suicide. So this is what the background. Okay. Now, what was that? See, shadow of the Second World War, Germany had waged a genocidal war. See, genocidal war is that I have told you, genocidal means that full community is eliminated. That is in that large number of killing, that is massacre, mass massacre. See, in that Jews were there, gypsies, it is there. The numbers were 6 million Jews, 2 million gypsies, 1 million Polish civilians, 70,000 Germans who were considered mentally and physically disabled. Then, besides innumerable political opponents. So, naturally, that fear will be there. And what all methods he had used, that is coming in the next part. So, he made concentration camps. Understood? So, concentration camps are the places where the people are dumped. And then after so many years, if they have some energy or health, they would survive. Otherwise, they will perish. So many methods. See, that is some places shower heads type is that. That is what through that poisonous gases were released. So methods of killing were many. So that is why it is called a genocidal war. Now, he had his own justification why he did. So for that, one of the conditions which lead to all these things was the formation of Weimar Republic. Weimar का spelling correct है क्या? Okay. What is that? Say, now this, its background, that is, it happened in 1939, we have seen, but its background goes to First World War. If we study from First World War, then only we will understand the condition. First World War started from 1914 to 1980. Before that, there was no such wars, because wars were there between two countries. It lasted for a few days only, maximum. Serious also, but it did not last for long. Either one country will win, this after some time the other country will start. So like that, it was a continuous process, but they never experienced such a war which lasted for 4 years. Now, when the war started also, they thought that by December it would end. But the war lasted 4 years, and it was the first mechanical war. That means the machine-made weapons were used. Because of that, large number of people died. And many of them were civilians. Civilians means common people. See, normally when a war is taking place, that battlefield only many people used to die. Soldiers used to die or like that. But in the First World War time, civilian population died because of shelling, because of that air attacks or like that. So many common people died. So the effects were very, very severe. Means unexpected result was there of the First World War. Now the thing is that Hitler was a boy at that time. He was very good boy. No, First World War time. He was very good. He was not that bad. What we think about him, or he was not a cruel person at that. What was that? His family, he had a large family, many members. Father was a teacher like that. So he had to suffer poverty at that younger age. Okay. But what happened? He had to serve in the battlefield during the First World War. What was the sir? Small boy means 18 years, like that. So what he had to do is, he was working as a messenger. At that time, modern day type of devices are not there. So one battlefield to other battlefield, or from the commander to that soldiers, the messages have to be transferred. So that person, Hitler was acting as that. Now he was very dedicated person. He worked for his country, so dedicated work he did. So by seeing his work, he was promoted to different levels. Understood? So soldier or like that, different grades he worked. Now the way the war was going on, First World War, he thought that his country would win. Because in the First World War, we could see that it was only winning. But by the end, the other parties, that is two groups of alliances were there, Central Powers and Triple Alliance. So these two groups, that is the other group, Britain, France and Russia. Russia withdrawn after 1917. So USA joined. So that party won the First World War. And they made a very difficult treaty against Germany. That is called Treaty of Versailles. So Treaty of Versailles. It was an imposing treaty, that is forcefully imposed upon them. They were made to accept it. Understood? अभी आप लोग को ये accept करना बहुत मुश्किल है, but accept करना पड़ा. That way. अभी आपको एक this one that bitter gourd का juice लेके आ रहे, bitter gourd. So there is no choice. It's a medicine, but you don't like at all because of the bitterness. But you are forced to. So that is that way. This after the First World War, the Kaiser William, who was the ruler of Germany, he ran away from that. Means he abdicated the throne and left. He left the throne and gone. So otherwise he will be killed. That is why he left. Abdicated. Chod diya. See, because Russia was dragged into that war. So, sorry, Russia, no, Germany. Germany was into the war and Germany was defeated. So naturally, that target will be the king. So that is why he abdicated. Now, so many small groups joined together and formed a republic. And that republic was formed at Weimar, that place. Understood? Now, उनके पास ये ट्रीटी लेके आया, उसको साइन करना ही पड़ेगा नहीं, वेमर रिपब्लिक को. अभी तुम लोग हार गए, तुम बीमार है, बीमार को बिटर गॉड का जूस लेके आ रहे, तुमको पीना ही पड़ेगा. अगर तुम लाइक करेगा या नहीं, तुमको पीना पड़ेगा. जैसा ये वेमर रिपब्लिक को एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ा, साइन करना पड़ा. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं, वो ट्रीटी ऑफ वर्साइल्स. अंडरस्टूड? A treaty of Versailles was made by that victorious powers. They prepared that treaty and they brought it to that Weimar Republic, and Weimar Republic had to sign it. Now, Hitler blamed Weimar Republic for all the problems. Why? You have signed it. It contains so many harsh conditions which Germany could not. Germany had to pay 600 million pound sterling. So much conditions are there, which was very harsh. So Germany don't want to sign, but this government was forced to sign. तो बोला तुम लोग ही रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, तो पूरा ब्लेम उनके ऊपर आ गया. दैट इज व्हाट द रीजन फॉर द राइज ऑफ हिटलर. You just go through that background, read that one beginning onwards. One paragraph. First part you read, then जो से पढ़ेगा तो उसमें जो नहीं बोला I can explain. So which part I left, that I can tell. Otherwise,
in the spring of 1945, a little 11-year-old German boy got Helmut. When he overhead. And he opened up his parents. His father, from his vision, deliberated with wife whether a time had come to get the entire family, or if he should commit suicide alone. His father spoke about his fear of revenge, saying now the allies will do to us what we did to the people and Jews. The next day he took Helmut to the woods where they spent their last happy time together and singing old children's songs. Later Helmut's father shot him in the foot. Helmut remembered that he saw his father's dirty uniform being torn. Was to find that he had overheard and what had happened, that he reacted by refusing to eat at home for the following 9 years.
No, from home he did not take. किधर से मिलेगा तो, but that condition was very miserable. There was no food. People, the condition was very bad.
He was afraid that his mother might poison him. Although Helmut may not have realized that all that it meant, his father had been a Nazi and a supporter of Adolf Hitler. Many of you will know something about the Nazis and Hitler. You probably know Hitler's determination to make Germany a mighty power and his ambition of conquering of Europe. But Nalim's was not one or two isolated acts. It was a system, a structure of ideas about the 4 and 6. Let us try and what Nazim was all about. Let us see why his father killed himself and what the basis of his fear was. In May 1945, Germany surrendered to the Allies. In peace, waiting what was coming. Hitler is
Hitler? Propaganda. Propaganda means that is
and the against Berlin, conquering Israel. Now I don't think
committed suicide, I told no. Helmut nahi hai, oh, Hitler and his family. Nuremberg.
Germany's conduct during the war, especially those actions which constitute all crime against humanity, raised serious moral and ethical questions and invited worldwide condemnation.
Okay.
Germany hard raised
Genocide.
which is a release the mass murder of selected groups, innocent civilians of Europe. Of people killed, including 6 million Jews. Whereas Gypsy, 1 million
Polish. Poland. People of Poland is called Polish.
7,000 were considered mentally and physically disabled. Decide.
Okay. Yes. Okay. You just take this one and mark page number 32. Liberals. Radicals, conservatives. Okay. Then no. Another thing. Page number 40. Causes, events, and effects of February Revolution. Then October Revolution, the revolution of page 43. उसके पहले अप्रैल 30 है ना, उधर 43 में एक क्वेश्चन दिया है ना, अप्रैल 30. 3 points are there. 3 demands are included. 43 का जो आंसर, उधर आंसर लिखने के लिए मैंने बोला पेज नंबर 42 में 3 points are written. The war be brought to a close, land be transferred to the, these 3 points to be added there. Clear? October Revolution. Then Civil War, causes and effects. Then Stalinism and collectivization. See, that is what main part. You have to focus it. Then questions, it is given. The page number 52. In what way is the working population in Russia different from other countries in Europe before 1970? Why did the Tsarist autocracy collapse in 1917? Then, short note, February Revolution. This already I have told that answer. Already I have shown that answer. So that one. Effects of February Revolution, October Revolution, effects. Then, main changes brought about by the Bolsheviks immediately after. Then, define Kulaks, Duma. Okay. Same, sixth question. See, it cover everything. Because depends upon your school teacher's idea. Which question is coming, sir? You are in which school? See, common paper only. No, print okay, aate common this thing. One place, this thing will send to another place. That way. Means same management. Kulaks, Duma, Stalin's collectivization मैंने दिया है ना? Fill that to be written. Your book. Say you are not getting fill in the blanks and all. Dekha, but that is the pattern. This one, no multiple choice and all. I saw.
Yes, mama,
You go through then MCQs that is given, no solved exercise, multiple choice it is there. It covers everything. So you just go through that one. The few minutes you take to. See, who led the Bolshevik group? Vladimir Lenin. Like that. MCQ it is there now. Solved exercises. You do. उसके बाद fill in the blanks भी है. So if you are going through, everything will be covered.
Yeah.
Go through which all, if any.
NCERT questions pattern.
No, NCERT का back questions नहीं आता है. बोर्ड में भी नहीं आते हैं बैक क्वेश्चंस. मैप पर दैट हिस्ट्री का में पढ़ाएगा. से फर्स्ट लेसन में वो जो फ्रेंच वो है. वो लेसन में दैट यही जो लेसन बेस भी आएगा. हाँ, who told? But there is a format for this one. 9th and 10th CBSE.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Your textbook.